so let's get into it. It has been at least 2 weeks, maybe more than that, since I have came on and recorded anything because I have been in the trenches. So, first things first, my cycle did come on after the chemical pregnancy. It was too late for me to reach out to my fertility clinic because it was during Thanksgiving time. And even when I tried to call them to get blood work, to tell them about me needing to come in, I didn't get anyone on the phone and no one called me back, so that didn't happen. And so once cycle day 1 came, and it was the day before Thanksgiving, their office was already closed, and by the time that Monday came back when they reopened, I had reached too far into my cycle in order to start medications. So I was not able to do the Menopur because, of course, I wanted to either have an ultrasound or have the all clear from the doctor before I started any of that medication. So we took the month off to try natural without all of the medications to see maybe if, God's willing, we could just do it without all of the fertility meds. So typically my cycle is very on the dot. Day 14 I'm ovulating without second guessing. I guess I've never had a chemical pregnancy. I've had a miscarriage where I got blood work, saw baby, all the things on the monitor, but I've never had it to where before I could even get blood work, I had a positive test, numerous positive tests, and then all of a sudden blood started, and I wasn't able to get into a doctor. So I didn't know how my body was going to respond as far as when I would expect to start a cycle. Well, I did not start. I didn't have ovulation around day 14. I actually I used some of the internet cheapy little ovulation strips, and I started testing when I felt like I was having ovulation signs. And so it was weird because around day 10 I thought I was going to ovulate super early because I had symptoms. I had an ovulation test that was almost positive, but it wasn't positive, and then they went negative. So I did not get a positive ovulation test this cycle until cycle day 21, which is like a week past when I would normally get it. So I'm technically still in my 2-week wait. I'm only 3 days past ovulation. I don't plan on doing any sort of early testing or any of that. Maybe I will. I don't know if I even feel like it because it's holiday time and I'd rather just kind of enjoy my family. But if I do, I'll record me testing. But based on this, I should be able to either test positive or start my cycle on December the 30th. So right before the new year. And then if we are pregnant, great. If we are not, then we will most likely start Menopur for the New Year's cycle. The plan is to do one more round of timed intercourse. If we are unsuccessful, then we will move on to IUI, which we haven't really done an IUI since I think 2019, maybe 2020. When we did IUI, we got pregnant on our first IUI, which was the first fertility treatment we ever did was IUI with, I think we did Fermera or some sort of pill, and we got pregnant the first time, but we miscarried. We miscarried at about almost 6 weeks. So ideally we would love to not have to do IUI. It's pretty invasive. Takes away the spontaneity of at least some of the spontaneity of it. So it'd be great to just get pregnant all the time intercourse. So we will see. But I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at, what I've been up to. My first semester in my master's program is complete. It was not the outcome that I wanted, but I did my best. I think that with accumulation of having a toddler, having a job where I'm working 312s, not only 312s, but night shift, and then having all of this extra like mental stuff dealing with the fertility treatments, I think that the best thing for me right now is just to wait for school when I am able to be more focused on it without the extra, like I know like some stuff will always be there, my kids obviously, working obviously, but I think I really want to enjoy the process of trying for baby number 2, and once we're pregnant, enjoying the pregnancy, and it's going to be really hard to do all of that with school. So I prayed about it. I'm very content with my decision, and so that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, I will check back in when something new happens, or if I decide to start testing early. As of now, I'm only 3 days past ovulation, so I don't feel anything. So yeah, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so let's get into this next update. It has been a few days since my last update. As of right now, I still have not came on my period. I'm not late. It's not time yet. So I am waiting for that to either test or to go into our next menopause cycle. I got off work the other day and actually went ahead and stopped by the fertility clinic because last cycle we didn't do the injections because it landed around Christmas time, and based on my cycle this time, it is also, well, not Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, and now this time it's going to be really close to New Year's Eve. I know that they're going to be closed for a few days for the holidays, so I did stop by and talk to the doctor, actually face to face too. He came up and talked to me, and asked him what would the plan be if I were to start while you guys were out on vacation, because I just didn't want to put off another month. And so he was letting me know that he would probably still have me start on cycle day 2 or 3, that he would still want me to call his answering service. They would get in contact with him and he would still call me back even if they're on vacation for New Year's Eve. That way he can know in his mind when I started, and depending upon the date, he can decide if he wants me to like maybe start day 2 versus start day 3, or vice versa. So he said that we would stick with the same amount of menopur, which is the 2 vials and the 1 vial of liquid. And he went ahead and scheduled me a tentative ultrasound for January the 7th. So that would be when I would be checking to see how the follicles have grown based on the medication that I would have gotten it. It works out great because I was a little concerned, because I'm like, I know that I have a vacation to see my best friend, and I leave New Year's Day and I don't come back into the 4th.